What's up everybody, this is Matt from Trivium here today to talk about my Epiphone signature MKH. Right here I've got the 7-string model right here. The way that we wanted to build this guitar is we wanted to model it off after the first Les Paul Custom my dad ever got me. And I was a really lucky kid obviously that I got a Les Paul Custom when I was 11, 12 years old. But that one's always been the best playing one. I've had a lot of Gibsons since, but still that one was my favorite. So we took that original Les Paul Custom, sent it to Epiphone, and I said match this as close as you can. Like obviously that was a handmade custom, but I want to make an Epiphone that is as close to this thing as possible, and the weight, the configuration, the feel, and everything. So after they modeled everything and checked it out and spec'd it out and worked at it, they came up with what was the prototype of my MKH. The big thing with the Les Paul Custom is I've always figured it and considered it a perfect instrument, so I didn't want to mess with it too much, just with the things I wanted to do. And one of the big things that's always bugged me about a Les Paul is the big square back. So we cut that out and made it so you can get up higher. I don't like 24 frets. I know kids ask about 24 frets. I've always been into 22. I prefer 22, so I just left it at 22. This obviously has 7 strings, something that the original Les Paul Custom doesn't have. And when we made the 7th string, I said I didn't want to mess with the scale too much. I didn't want to mess with it too much. I just want to add a 7th string. And I said we can increase the scale just as little as it has to go, so mess with it as little as possible. So we added the 7th string, did EMGs, it's an 81 and 85. For the 6th string, 81, 85, the 7th string, 781, and I think it's a 785, maybe a 707, it's the same thing. What's funny is I didn't ask for the kill pot, but they put it on anyway, and ever since they put it on, I've been using it. So I'll use it live, and you can actually hear it in some solos and some upcoming stuff. And that is essentially it. Like I said, I didn't want to mess with a perfect instrument. I didn't want to have a crazy paint job. I wanted to keep it minimal, keep it true to the original. The only thing it has is MKH, which is my name, so if someone isn't a fan of the band, they can take it off, and it could just be their black Les Paul Custom. It has a really easy battery change jack for the EMGs in here, and that is it. Like I said, didn't want to mess with anything. I love the instrument, and people will see live a different version of this, which I can't talk about too much yet, but that thing should be announced pretty soon. So if you want to win this exact 7 string, make sure you check it out, get it on EMP. I hope you win it. It's a good guitar.